Welcome everyone. This is Christy Warnick. I am here with Energetic Alchemy, and tonight is my last show here. But the way I look at things is there are no endings, okay? There are beginnings. There are many beginnings. So there's more beginnings for me and everyone here at A1R. There's beginnings, and this is leaving and opening up a space for someone new to come in. So it's a new beginning for everyone. So I wanted to thank you all. Thank you all for anyone that's ever watched the show, and everyone here at A1R. They're just wonderful. Connie and Dave, they're just great. So we have the best producer ever. And so yes, so I just wanted to thank you all. And like I said, this is Energetic Alchemy. I am here to help you to transform your life for the better and to really help you to, I guess, break free of that pain or struggling or suffering that you might be going through. I've been there. I've done that. So I understand. But tonight is going to be about new beginnings. Tonight we're going to have a little fun. I actually have a couple of graphics I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk you through a process because I want to leave you with something that you can do for yourself, okay? And I'm going to tell you a story about how this actually works, okay? So I'm going to be sending out throughout the entire video for anyone that chooses to receive, whether you're listening, whether you're watching, it doesn't matter. So if you're listening in, I will explain what I'm doing very detailed so that you'll know and can get a visual of it. All right, so what we're going to do is, first of all, throughout the entire show, like I said, I'm going to be sending out energies. So if there is something that you're wanting in your life, okay, something, and think fun, think even big, think outside the box, of course. I'm all about that, okay? So yes, so definitely think outside the box with anything and everything you do. Get creative, okay? Get creative. And 3 mornings ago, I guess it was really early in the morning. It was still night outside or dark outside. So I woke up with this image in my head, and for some reason, I thought of the show. So it was something that you can take away from this show that is going to be very beneficial for you, something that's going to help you. And I'm going to be doing downloads throughout the show, and I'll show you how that's going to kind of work here in just a minute. So with energy, everything is energy, okay? I work with people all over the world, okay? If you want to stay in touch with me, be sure to like and follow my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/ChristyWarnick1, Christy Warnick and the number 1. And also you can go to my website, which is ChristyWarnick.com. So there's plenty of ways to get in touch with me, plenty of ways to keep up with other shows that I'm doing. And so I do other shows as well, and they're all on my Facebook page, and all of my replays are on my YouTube channel. So I always put in the comments all of my links, so be sure to go there and stay in touch with me, okay? And so like I said, I want to do this process, and I've got my doggy wanting to come up here and tell everyone hello. So this is Luna. You may have seen her on here before. But yeah, so she was wanting to check and see who I was talking to up here. So what I'm going to do tonight is, all right, everything is energy. So if there's something that you're wanting, or if there's something that you're wanting to resolve, okay, there is a very fun and easy way to do this. So we're going to have fun with this. All right, so what you do is you put yourself and whatever it is that you're wanting or needing or, wanting to be or to do or to have, or another person, okay? If you're wanting to resolve something with another person, and if you're wanting to attract love, put a person in front of you that represents that true love for you, okay? They don't have to have a face. So you could just imagine that it's, that your person is your person, the perfect person for you, okay? So here's how this works. So everyone knows about the figure 8, okay? So, and it's also the infinity symbol. So what you do is you put yourself in one of the circles, and you place the other person or whatever it is into the other circle. and you run the energy around yourself, and then it switches over and it crosses over and circles around the other person. Here's kind of the image that I received. So if you're watching this on video, there's the figure 8 right there. Okay, so as you can see, you would just put yourself here, or something that you're wanting here. You can actually put 2 totally different people. It doesn't even have to be you. It could be like 2 of your family members that you're wanting to get along. Okay, put one of them in one side and one in the other side. Okay, and so you're just going to run these energies. And the reason why I did the colors here is because you can give different things a meaning. Okay, you can give different things a color. For example, I made a list of things. Love. Okay, so what color would you give love? A lot of people think of red, you know, red roses, red hearts, pink, whatever. Pink is a good love color because you've got the, you know, all kinds of gemstones and things like that that are pink. Okay, so those are like the rose quartz, that type of pink. So that's a very loving energy. Okay, we've got harmony, we've got peace, confidence, and happiness. To me, happiness is a yellow color, but for you, it might be something else. So just give it a color. Healthy is usually green for me because I think of the heart chakra. I think of, with green, I think of grounding as well. Okay, so we've got balance, support, and freedom. So those were the main ones that I came up with that would be most beneficial to do with this particular process. So what you would do, and these are the, if you're wanting to go back and see these, this is it. Love, harmony, peace, confidence, happiness, healthy, balance, support, and freedom. Okay, so those are the things that you can use, and you can actually use this for any and all kinds of energy. So you can just think of something, give it a color, and imagine that color swirling and doing that figure 8 with you in one side and someone else in the other, or you in one side and something else in the other. And so here's how this works. I was explaining this to a client of mine, okay, because I do some mentoring as well. And so I was explaining this process to her so that she could use it. And we were talking about like her family members, but she has 2 animals, 2 cats, and what happened was she was saying that they weren't really getting along, you know, at that time, you know, recently. So they weren't getting along that well. And so and she said that they were just staying away from each other, and she didn't understand it because they had been so loving towards each other there for a while. And so I got that one of them was just kind of giving the other one space. But so I was telling her about this process. Okay, and so as I was telling her, I was drawing this figure 8. Okay, I was drawing this figure 8, and I just saw one cat on one side and the other cat on the other side. And so we were just talking about this, and I was just drawing this figure 8, and I was just explaining this to her. And by the time, I don't know how long it was, maybe 20, 30 minutes later, after we went through this whole process and we're talking about some other things, she said that the cats were laying together. So the cats ended up coming together just by, you know, that intention, just by, and I just saw that figure 8, but you can swirl the colors together too. Okay, so you can give all of these meanings to this figure 8 and swirl all the colors together. It's very easy, very simple, and it's very fun to play around with that, okay? Might take you a few times to get the hang of it, or to realize that you have the power and the intention, that your intention is powerful, and that you can do that. So right now, so if you would, think of something, like I said, something or someone that you want in your life, okay? Put yourself in one side and put something else in front of you. And we're just going to do the figure 8. And I'm drawing it right now with my hand. And I want you, and I'm going to send out downloads for love. So if you'd like to have that love in your life, whether it be love for yourself, love for others, or to receive that love, to know what that love feels like, to receive that love. Okay, so I'm going to ask for that to come in for everyone, downloading, integrating, and activating that for everyone here. I'm still drawing my figure 8 too. Okay, so you're being surrounded by these things. Okay, okay, so we're going to bring in harmony, that you know what that harmony feels like in your life. You know how to have a life filled with harmony. You know how to be harmonious with the things inside and all around you. Okay, we're going to do harmony. All right, so now we're going to do peace. It's kind of that serenity, that just that peace, being at peace, that peaceful energy, okay, having that very calming, nurturing energy. So I'm just going to ask that that be downloaded for everyone that chooses to receive. You can just say yes or be open to receive. And be sure to put your feedback in the comments. Anything that you're experiencing that you would like to share. I love going back and reading comments. So put that in there and let me know what you're feeling with this. Okay. Now we're doing confidence. Confidence is very important. Confidence is that knowing that you have these things, knowing that you can, knowing that it's possible. That confidence is that trust, that faith. That confidence is that power. Saying, I am powerful, being confident of that. Okay. So bringing in that confidence. Okay. And now we're going to do happiness. So bringing in happiness. With this, I'm going to add in joy too. So I'm going to do some downloads for happiness and for joy, that you know what that feels like. If you'd like to receive that, you can just say yes or be open to receive. And with this comes the downloads. And with downloads are beliefs. They can be frequencies, energies, morphic fields, which are energetic blueprints, and any kind of codes or symbols, anything else that's coming in that's in alignment with that. So we're just bringing those things in, whatever is for your highest and best good, okay? Bringing that in, bringing in healthy, knowing that it's possible to be and to stay healthy, okay? Knowing that it's possible to be healed, knowing that, believing that, trusting that is possible. Anything is possible, okay? And that's what the infinity reminds me of, the infinity symbol. Anything is possible because it truly is. So, okay, so we're doing the healthy. And with this, any and all healing is coming in for you too, okay? So just see that, know that that's coming in for you. Just bringing in any and all divine help, any and all divine guidance, help, healing, assistance, any and all kinds of divine intervention, calling that in for everyone now, everyone live, everyone on the replay. So if you're watching this, share it out, okay? The replays will be available tomorrow individually for the show, so I'll be sharing this out tomorrow. And so it'll be on my page. I'll share it out to a bunch of groups and places like that. So be sure to share it to your pages, and because everyone can benefit from this, okay? This works on the replay, and that's what's so great about energy healing. Okay, next we're going to do balancing. You're receiving just an overall balancing in the highest and best way for you, for any and all parts of your body, any and all parts of your being, doing a brain balancing, hormone balancing, just overall balancing of like your chakras or your energy centers, as they're also known as. We can just add in some alignment on that too, aligning and balancing. So doing the figure 8, inviting that in. Okay. All right. Next is support. Knowing that you are supported, and you are. All of these things, it's right there for you. It is right there. So you can have it at any time that you just really have to commit to it. Really choose that. Do you really believe, and do you absolutely choose to have that in your life? And when you choose that without going back to the old patterns, you actually choose to make that change. Okay, then that's when you're going to notice. You're going to notice synchronicity starting to happen. Those are your signs that things are changing. Stay on that path. Okay, so follow that guidance. that support, that divine support, any and all support. You are always supported. Okay, still drawing my figure 8 here. Okay, freedom. What does freedom mean to you? Okay, what does freedom mean to you? Free of, like I said, whatever it is that you choose to be free of. What is it that you do want? Okay, that's what you're going to focus on. And that freedom is going to represent those things that you do want, because you're going to have that freedom from all the other things that you don't want, because you're not going to focus on those anymore. You're going to focus on what you do want. That's what you're going to think about. And if you think about those things, if you talk about those things, if what you say and do is in alignment with what it is that you want, you're going to attract it so much faster. And when you get excited about what you do want, that raises your vibration, that raises your frequency, and you attract the things that you do want much faster. Okay? So I'm just going to add into this that deserving, that worthy. We did that a couple of weeks ago. You can go back and catch that show. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and do an overall clearing for everybody. I usually do it at the beginning of each show, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now, inside and out and all around everyone's mind, body, soul, and spirit, all levels, all layers, all bodies. Anything that is just that shouldn't be there. Any energies around you, we're just going to ask that those be cleared out now. And you can actually, the infinity thing, you can do like a purple for like the violet flame. That's with Saint Germain. So that's a transmutation. That's a transformational energy. So you can transform anything that is like negative to something positive. Okay. So we can turn the figure 8 or the infinity symbol into like a purple color for clearing. And you can run that throughout all parts of you. Okay. All right. Inside and out and all around, mind, body, soul, and spirit, all levels, all layers, all bodies, doing a clearing now. Adding in that violet flame, transforming, transmuting to that highest level of love and light. Okay. All right. So still doing the infinity, still doing the figure 8. Okay. All right. Like I said, put in the comments if you're noticing a difference with this. Okay. If you can tell a difference, what are you experiencing as far as any kind of energy around you, anything changing? I'm just going to bring in that field and surround everyone in this field of those infinite possibilities. Just going to bring that in now. Okay, so think about what you do want. Let's have a little fun with these energies here, okay? So this energy is transformational. Anything is possible. So really be in that space. Stay in that space as much and as often as possible. Visualizing what you do want. What does that feel like? What do you see that looks like? And if you don't know, just picture something like, I am healthy and happy. That's my two go-tos. I am healthy and happy. What does that gratitude feel like? Okay. I mean, if you were just so healthy and happy and had that financial abundance already, if you had that love already that you want in your life, if you had this amazing life, what would that feel like? If you don't know, what do you imagine it would feel like? You would be so happy. You would be so grateful. So let's bring in the gratitude. All right. Bringing in that field, surrounding you in that. It's a very loving field, very comforting. Any and all possibilities there, all for your highest and best good. And when I set my intentions, I always leave it open for, I can picture something that I want, but I always leave it open to something better or something more, because it happens like that. It happens that when I see something and it does show up, it's like it shows up in a different way. And because that's the way it was meant to show up, it's even better and even more than I ever expected or ever even envisioned, because things are, the bigger picture is so much bigger than we could possibly imagine. So you just leave it open for any and all possibilities. And then it's amazing how many opportunities will start showing up when you practice this, okay? It can take some practice for some people. So, all right, so I'm just going to bring in some of that fun, loving energy here, just surrounding everyone in that happiness, that joy, that you know what that feels like. Really bringing that in, that playful energy. So we're bringing in the energy like the dolphins, okay? Bringing in some just some magical energies, whether it be fairies, whatever you believe in, okay? But dolphin energy is very fun. Dolphins are super smart too. And yeah, so it's just a fun, playful energy. So I'm just going to bring that in. Okay, still drawing the figure 8. Okay. All right. And like I said, just let me know what you're experiencing. Just going to bring in some more of these frequencies. And there's a good bit of people that watch this and that listen to this show, and they're really wanting to expand on their own gifts and abilities and powers and skills and all of that, and even strengthening their connection with the divine. All of these things I've had people come to me for me to help them with. And so I'm going to bring in, if you choose to receive, because everybody has these gifts. Everybody is gifted, has these gifts, abilities, powers. Everyone does. Okay? I love to inspire and empower people and to let them know that. Okay? And until they truly believe it. I usually stay on them until they believe it. But it is true. And so I'm just going to ask that any activations or attunements that are best for you, each person individually now, we're just going to invite those in. If you choose to receive, you just have to say yes or be open to receive. If not, you won't receive them, okay? But you're just receiving only that in which is for your highest and best good at this time. Okay, so bringing in that, calling in any and all archangels, ascended masters, if you believe in those, okay? Some people do, some people don't. I personally do, and I work with them. So yeah, so I'm just going to do some downloads from them, some energetic downloads and frequencies from the archangels themselves. They're wanting to come in. So I'm just going to ask that those be downloaded, integrated, and activated now. For everyone here, everyone live, everyone on the replay, bringing those in. Okay. And from the Ascended Masters. Saint Germain's an Ascended Masters. There's tons of Ascended Masters. But just to name a few, Saint Germain, Jesus, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael is actually an Ascended Master as well. So there's all kinds. There's Kuan Yin and Lady Nada. There's all kinds of Ascended Masters out there. So yeah, they're wanting to assist. So we're just going to invite their energy or their frequencies, any kind of downloads that they have. We're just going to ask that those be downloaded, integrated, and activated, any that are for your highest and best good. And they are really good with helping out with guidance and also healing too, okay? Helping you with your spiritual gifts. So we're just going to ask for that and their help with that. Okay. All right. And one of my favorite things to play around with, because it is a fun energy too, but it's also a very powerful, very loving energy, but very magical as well, is the dragons. Okay, I love dragons. And so I've got several shows that are, if you want to go back and watch the replays, we add in the dragon energy. So I'm just going to invite in that dragon energy. It's very protective. It's a very loving energy, believe it or not. It really is. But it's very magical. It's very it can be fun and playful too. Okay, so they go from really any and all extremes. The dragons can bring in any and all kinds of things like that, but it's a very, very loving energy, but very powerful at the same time. So just inviting that in. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got a couple of minutes left here. So I'm just inviting that in. All right, so I'm just going to now, I'm just going to do overall cord cutting for everyone as well. Any all cords, ties, tethers, hook strings, anything like that that are no longer serving you, I'm just going to ask that those be cut, that to be dissolved, and the holes filled with that highest level of love and light now. Okay. And I'm just going to wrap everyone up into like this cocoon. It's like a calming, that confident energy. Just going to wrap up all of these that we talked about in the show tonight, all of these energies, okay? I'm going to just wrap everyone up into those energies. Just cocoon those around you, all right? Along with some protection there too, okay? All right. Let me know how that works out for you, how that feels for you. And like I said, I'll be doing more shows for I do shows from my Facebook page and the Akashic Academy as well. So be sure to like and follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/Christy Warnick1. And I do look forward to seeing you all in the near future, okay? And be sure to share and like and love and share out A1R Psychic Radio as well. And say hello to Dave here and Connie and everyone here, and just keep supporting them. And I do want to thank you all for anyone and everyone that's watched my shows. And thank you all for your support. And I'm sure I will see you all again soon. Thank you.